Hey, Nelson, alcoholic addict. It's not my real name. I use a pen name here on the newsletter. I wanted to end this week on a positive note, and so I was thinking about a Wednesday gathering with sober friends where we read the July 21st entry from Daily Reflections. It was called A Priceless Gift, and I'll summarize it quickly. The reading gets at the idea that the deeper we get into sobriety, the more likely it is that we got rid of our devastating defects. Maybe we still have lots of smaller issues, but the really big stuff, the lying, the cheating, the stealing, the using, it oftentimes goes away once we start a recovery program. So the reading ends by saying, this newfound peace is a priceless gift. And I really spent a lot of time thinking about that phrase, especially the priceless gift part of it. And it made me think about how bumpy things can get when you've been sober for a while. It ain't easy. It just isn't. You got to be accountable for your actions, work through resentments rather than stew over them. You got to call yourself out on character defects. You got to make amends when you mess up. And that's a high bar. And by having such a high bar in our new lives, it can get pretty heavy. It sometimes feels like I am just penalizing myself all day, every day, just nitpicking at every reaction, every thought that I have that isn't spiritual. That's a lot. The specific thing that has been tough for me lately is that I have been catching bad moods and behaviors from other people. And by that, I mean, I'm doing fine on my own, feeling pretty spiritually fit, but then somebody plops down in front of me and they're grumpy, and suddenly I'm grumpy too. Or somebody starts gossiping and shit talking, and suddenly I'm right there in the fight with them. Basically, I think my spiritual gas tank must just dip a little bit because I've been picking up other people's issues on top of my own. I've had a few times where I'll say to a trusted sober friend something like, work is crazy. My kids have been in a bad mood. My car needs work. We don't have enough money for something. I'm supposed to be driving our family home for the holidays. Now my cat is, he's 5 pounds overweight and he hasn't been cleaning his ass very well. And there's litter and turds laying around the house once every day. When I'm done ticking off all of the things to my to my friend, he'll say, well, first off, congratulations on all of that, even the cat turds. And then, well, I don't really remember what else he says because that's really all I need to hear. Congratulations. I mean, I should be dead, right? When I think about my life and what it was at in 2008 when I was at the very end of active addiction, I was almost dying every single day. Nobody was counting on me for anything. Nobody cared if I came to their house for Christmas or if I showed up at their wedding. Work people didn't really care if I came to meetings. None of my cats would even come near me. So it was just a pathetic disaster. And so you contrast that with now. And is there pressure to be grown up? There sure is. And do I wish I could plow through life and just yell F you every time I feel like it? Yeah, I do. But I keep coming back to that phrase. This is a priceless gift we have. So if you're sober today, pat yourself on the back. It's a goddamn miracle. I don't always remember to think about it in this way, but I'm thinking of it right now. This idea that every time my head hits the pillow at night without drugs or alcohol in my system, that is a win, a huge win. It means I accomplished the most important thing in my life that day. Everything else is just whipped cream on top of the sundae. So, well, now I got to go scan the hallway floor, make sure there's nothing I need to scoop up. Thanks for letting me share.